Hello, my dear Pisces friends. I'm so happy to welcome you to this guidance for the months of July and August. I hope you're all doing really well. This reading is for you, whether you're a Pisces sun, rising, or moon sign. Let's begin with a quick overall look at your spread. In terms of major arcana, you've drawn the Hermit and Justice as supportive energies, both helping you move through your main challenge over the next 2 months. That already suggests powerful assistance from the universe. Then we see Strength as the hidden gift that will emerge once your challenge is behind you. You also have the Wheel of Fortune in your emotional life, indicating a major turning point on that front. And that's it for the majors. As for the elements, your reading includes Pentacles, Cups, and Wands. Do you have any swords? Yes, there are swords as well, appearing later in August. So overall, a well-balanced spread. Now let's move directly into the heart of these 2 months. What matters most? In other words, what your soul is truly yearning for during this time in your life. I've chosen to center these readings around the soul, because when we live in alignment with our soul's truth, rather than our small self or ego, life becomes incredibly richer, easier, and more meaningful in every way. So, what is your soul longing for right now? That message comes through the Page of Pentacles and the Page of Cups, both cards signaling new beginnings and fresh energy. They show us your soul's deep desire to start something new, possibly in multiple areas of your life. Of course, we'll explore the details throughout the reading, but already we feel a strong energy of renewal and curiosity. Let's start with the Page of Pentacles. This is the student of the deck, the one eager to learn, ready to plant a seed and see what it grows into. This card also reflects your soul's desire for greater stability, but a stability that comes through active experimentation. Your soul may be calling you to study something new, or to begin a grounded, tangible project that allows you to feel more rooted, more aligned, something that feels truly sacred. Next to it, we find the Page of Cups, which brings in a totally different vibration, one of heart, creativity, imagination, and intuition. This page invites you to tune in to what makes your heart sing, that little spark inside you that may have been dimmed in recent weeks, months, or even years, but is still very much alive and waiting to be nurtured. So this summer, it's essential that you listen to your dreams and open up to something new, even if it's not yet fully clear or doesn't manifest overnight. Remember, you're in page energy. It might feel intimidating, but it's important to step forward out of your comfort zone and begin. Now let's look at what will help you rise to this soul mission. You've drawn the Nine of Wands and the Knight of Cups. These are 2 incredibly powerful cards in this position. Starting with the Nine of Wands, this is a card I deeply love because it speaks of perseverance, resilience, and above all, clarity. Look at this figure. He's been through a battle. He's marked by the struggle, but he's still standing. He hasn't given up. He's ready to protect what truly matters. That's what will support you right now. Holding your ground, not letting doubts or past challenges wear you down. We've already seen with those 2 pages that your soul is ready for something new. But this renewal can only take root if you stay the course. And alongside it, you have the Knight of Cups from the beautiful Celtic Tarot, a deck rich in symbolism. And by the way, I'll include the links to both decks in the video description in case you're interested. Look closely at this knight. He's completely underwater, surrounded by fish. It's a stunning image with a deep message. Follow your heart even in times of uncertainty. Even when the results of your actions aren't showing yet, even when you're unsure where you're headed, keep going. But don't move forward blindly. Be like this knight who is led by inspiration, by creativity, by the love for what he does. That's his fuel. So even if you feel like you're in deep water, struggling to keep your head above the surface, reconnect to your ideal. Together, these two cards say, yes, you're probably tired. Yes, you've already given so much, but you are ready for a beautiful new beginning. Stand tall. Honor your soul's path. Let yourself be carried by what truly moves you. It's a powerful message. Let's now take a look at your main challenge for these 2 months. You've drawn the Two of Swords and the Four of Cups. So what's the Two of Swords all about? It's the challenge of making a decision. In this atmosphere of new beginnings, fresh energy, and deep transformation, you might find yourself feeling a bit lost. You may be asking questions like, should I stay in this job or start something new? And if I start something new, which direction should I take? Should I stay in this relationship or is it time to let go? Should I move or stay in my home? Should I go left or right? I sense you'll be facing several key choices, decisions that are crucial to stepping into that new life the pages were pointing to. But as we see with the Four of Cups, you may also go through moments where nothing really excites you. And maybe that's why it feels so hard to choose, because you haven't rediscovered what truly lights you up inside. The Four of Cups is the energy of apathy. Should I do this? I could, but honestly, I don't really feel like it. Should I follow that path? I'm not sure I have the motivation. You see what I mean? Now, what becomes really interesting are the next two cards. They always show what will help you overcome your challenge, what will help you make the right choices, reignite that inner flame, and regain clarity. And they're two powerful major arcana, the Hermit and Justice. So what does the Hermit mean here? To me, it's as if in the past weeks, months, maybe even years, you haven't really been living for yourself. Maybe you've been doing things to please others, or maybe other people have been making decisions on your behalf. Honestly, I think you've lost touch with yourself. And this card is gently but firmly saying, stop. What will help you make the right decisions and embrace this new beginning is to stop listening to others, to stop shaping your life around their expectations. The Hermit says, return to yourself. Go deep within. Find out what you truly want, not what others want from you. It's like the universe is inviting you to a sacred retreat, to carve out quiet time, to be alone with yourself so you can finally hear your own voice again. And Justice reinforces that message beautifully, because this is clearly an energy of realignment. Justice is about restoring balance, especially the balance between what you give and what you receive. In this context, I see it as divine justice, something that comes in to correct a deep imbalance. Maybe you've been giving too much, and it's time to give back to yourself. Maybe you've been over-adapting to others, carrying emotional burdens that were never yours to begin with, or maybe both. Either way, it's time to rebalance the scales. So together, these two cards are clearly telling you, this is the time to come back to yourself, to listen to your needs, your desires, your intuition, to organize your life, your relationships, your work, your home, everything around you based on what feels right for you. And let me be clear, this isn't selfishness. It's the exact opposite. It's a deep act of self-respect. This is truly a powerful spread, and I believe many of you are on the verge of a major shift over these next 2 months. And by the way, feel free to leave a comment and share what you're going through right now. I always love reading your messages, and your story might really help someone else too. Now let's move on to the hidden gift behind your challenge. Why do I call it a hidden gift? Because whenever the universe sends us a challenge, there's always a reward behind it, a blessing, a benefit, even if we can't see it right away. And my role in this reading is to help you catch a glimpse of that gift now, so you can stay encouraged and find the strength to move through your challenge and toward what your soul is truly craving right now. And here, you've drawn a beautiful gift, the Page of Wands and Strength, another major arcana. Let's start with the Page of Wands. This is exactly what's been missing in your reading so far. That spark of life, that wow moment when you say, yes, now I remember why I'm doing all this. I feel alive again. I feel joy again. That's what's coming. This is once again the energy of fresh beginnings and enthusiasm. Because here we are with yet another page. That makes 3 already. Page of Pentacles, Page of Cups, and now the Page of Wands. Clearly, you're in a cycle of renewal and new directions. And paired with this page, you have strength. This card is here to remind you that you're so much stronger than you think, that you are brave, that you've already come through so much, and that nothing can truly defeat you. You're going to overcome your fears, your doubts, your lack of confidence. Just like the woman in this card who seems to have tamed a massive bear that could destroy her with a single swipe. And yet, there's trust. Not just in herself, but also in the creature. There's trust in life itself, and that's the real gift. You're going to reclaim your confidence in yourself, in life, and that little flame, that fire within you that lights up your days, it's coming back. Let's now take a look at your emotional life over these 2 months. And here, you've drawn the Knight of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. The Knight of Pentacles is the most grounded and methodical of the 4 knights. Before he takes action, he prepares, he thinks, he plans, he builds a future on solid foundations, and that's exactly what the universe is encouraging you to do right now. Not to rush into anything, but to take the time to feel what's truly right for you. Because as we saw earlier with the Hermit, you're returning to yourself, your true identity. The Hermit said, listen to yourself, go within, find out what you want. And now, this Knight is the one who starts to manifest it in the real world, but with patience and intention. And it's exactly this grounded, aligned way of moving forward that I believe will set the Wheel of Fortune into motion. At some point during these 2 months, I truly believe there's going to be a turning point. Things will start moving in your favor. This shift might come through an unexpected event, a chance encounter, a first result, a synchronicity, or even a shift in how you see things. It'll be different for each of you, but one thing is clear. Something is going to move because you've honored your true needs. Let's continue with your professional and financial life. And just as a reminder, your work isn't only your job. It's how you fill your days. Even if you're retired, it's what you're creating, what you're giving your time and energy to from morning to night. And here you've drawn 2 beautiful cards from the Suit of Pentacles. Earth energy. And remember, Pentacles are not just about money. They're about everything that has value to you. Your lifestyle, your home, your relationships, how you spend your time, your pet, your sense of stability. And the Queen of Pentacles shows up here with powerful, grounded energy. She's calm. She's rooted. She knows what she wants, and she knows how to make it happen. For some of you, this may mean a return to financial stability or a period of material security that's starting to take shape, especially if you've been laying the groundwork recently. And next to her is the 10 of Pentacles, one of the most powerful and abundant cards in the deck, especially in this version of the tarot. You see this blacksmith at work. He's a builder. And what matters here is the number 10, the end of a cycle. This isn't someone who's just starting out. This is mastery. He's created something strong and lasting, and now it's time to reap the rewards. Whether those rewards arrive during these 2 months or a bit later, they're definitely on the way. This is a truly beautiful spread. I am so happy for you. Let's continue with your evolution at the end of August. Here you have the Ace of Pentacles and the 4 of Swords. The Ace of Pentacles is an absolutely beautiful card. It's a divine gift, a promise of a brighter future, but in the physical world, not just in your imagination or emotions. This isn't the dreamy energy of cups or the overthinking of swords. This is real-life transformation. Look at this image, a hand reaching down from the sky offering you a golden pentacle. It's right in front of a closed gate, but you can already sense it opens onto a lush, abundant world. This is what's waiting for you. And for some of you, this gift from the universe may even relate to your health. I don't usually talk about health in my readings, even though I'm a doctor, because it's a delicate subject in this context. But we have to remember, pentacles also represent the body, physical vitality, and well-being. So this card may very well point to healing, renewal, or improvement in that area too. And right next to it is a Four of Swords, and the message here is crystal clear. Rest. Look at this man. He could be a giant or an ogre, but he's sleeping peacefully under a tree. He needs to recover, and chances are by the end of August, you will too. So if you have the opportunity to take a few days off, to disconnect, to get out into nature, or simply enjoy some quiet time, do it. It'll be the perfect moment to recharge. And before we close with the message from the little oracle of intuition, let's take a look at the precious advice from your spirit guides to help you stay motivated, make clear decisions, and reconnect with that spark of life. You've drawn the Five of Pentacles, but don't be alarmed by this card. It's in the position of guidance, and your guides always wanting best for you. You see these two figures who seem completely worn out. One is even injured. They're walking through snow in the cold. It looks like they've lost everything. But look closely. Just beside them, there's a glowing stained glass window, a symbol of divine help, of a caring, loving presence. The problem is, they don't see it, and that's the whole message here. Don't lose faith, even if at some point you feel tired, alone, or like nothing's working. You are not alone. You are surrounded by invisible support. Solutions exist, even if you can't see them yet, so don't hesitate to ask for help from your guardian angel, from the archangels, or from the Creator. And remember, the law of free will means they can't intervene unless you ask. And if right now you're struggling to understand why you're going through certain challenges, or why it feels like they're piling up, I truly encourage you to listen to a powerful audiobook called Journey of Souls. This is a powerful audiobook based on 29 real-life cases of people who experienced deep spiritual regression through hypnosis. In their own words, they describe in great detail what the soul goes through between incarnations, the welcome into the afterlife, the life review, the soul groups, and how each new lifetime is carefully prepared. It's truly eye-opening and deeply moving. It's a powerful companion to help you make sense of your path, understand your soul's mission, and uncover the spiritual roots of recurring patterns in your life. I'll include the link in the description if you feel called to begin this beautiful inner journey. Let's finish now with a message from the Little Oracle of Intuition from the Love series. It's in French, but here is a translation. Reconnection, a strong connection with a loved one, whether a family member, a friend, or a partner, is a sacred soul bond. Nurture it, and a project will be born from it. This message speaks deeply. For some of you, this reunion may refer to a relationship from the past, or a current bond, family or friendship, that grows stronger. But for most of you, I believe it goes even deeper. This is about a reunion with yourself. You are finding your way back to your own soul, to your inner light, and you're welcoming it back into your daily life. And as we saw earlier in the reading, this reconnection will give birth to a new project. A whole new chapter of your life is beginning. We saw it clearly, with all those pages, the beautiful end of month energy, and the Ace of Pentacles, and all of it guided by the Hermit, who invites you to turn inward, perhaps even with the help of Michael Newton's book. This next chapter will be beautiful because it won't be based on others' expectations or on what you've always done to please. It will be built on who you truly are and on your own choices. So, my dear Pisces, what a powerful reading for you. I'm wishing you 2 luminous months ahead. Make sure to check your rising and moon signs for a more personal message. And take a look at the video description. You'll find helpful links there. Above all, take good care of yourself. I'm sending you all my love, and I'll see you again on August 28th for your next reading.